Chunks are good on this side. Chunks are good on this side. I want you to protect yourself at all times. Keep this fight clean at all times. And what I say, you must obey. Good luck. Touch them up.
During one of their final face-offs, when these two undefeated champions were able to speak to and really through to their rival, Shakur Stevenson said to Oscar Valdez, "You know it's a code you gotta crack." So does this proud Mexican warrior try to crack the code with a sledgehammer attack? Or are we about to see the first major mountaintop conquered in what many feel will be a career headed to the highest heights for Shakur Stevenson? Here we go, round one. Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, Andre Ward on the call. The two undefeateds, the junior lightweight unification fight. Now, you can't help but take in the roar, the charged up Mexican and Mexican-American fight fans, Dre. Oscar Valdez said to us yesterday, "I have to stay controlled, I have to stay disciplined, I have to stick to the plan." Does the emotion of this crowd perhaps impact that?
It very well can, because this is the biggest crowd that Oscar Valdez has fought in front of. It's a pro-Valdez crowd, as we just heard, and he's the one that has to make sure that he doesn't get outside of himself and go back to his old ways of making mistakes like we just saw and getting countered by a superb counterpuncher like Shakur Stevenson.
With that backhand, Timmy, the southpaw power hand, Valdez hasn't fought a southpaw since June of 2015.
Yeah, that'd be a problem, but you know what? He trained for southpaws. He had an 8-week camp to get ready for southpaws, so that's no excuse tonight for Oscar Valdez.
Oh, he lunges in. Valdez comes in and misses as Shakur backed up, and he slips to the canvas.
Look, Valdez, Shakur landed a shot as Valdez was going down. I like the thinking and the mindset from Shakur. If he misses, I have to make him pay.
Valdez needs to be smart, use feints, head movement, level changes, and his jab while applying pressure. And he also needs to make adjustments every 2 rounds because he's in there with a master chess player.
Steady diet of that southpaw right-hand jab from Shakur, and there is the movement and the body control of Stevenson defensively. He is superb defensively. His opponents land only 5 punches per round.
Valdez is doing the right thing, trying to put pressure on Shakur with his presence and his footwork, but he needs to come behind the jab. He can't have both hands up the way that he does in this peekaboo style, because Shakur Stevenson will pick him apart all night long.
Speaking of the peekaboo style, you see him leaning forward over that front knee. You know, that's going to allow Shakur to just pepper him with jabs all night long.
Left hand to the body, back to the jab. Right uppercut to the body. Three-punch combination, doubled up the jab. Left backhand from Shakur Stevenson. Now he tries to work to the inside again. Trying to cut off a little bit of space and get to the inside. There goes Valdez. Stevenson calm and in control, managing this first round. End of 1. Oscar Valdez, 6 of 31. Stevenson had 5 body connects in that first round. 5 punches landed to Oscar Valdez's body.
Well, if you're Oscar Valdez, you got to know, and you had to have accounted for the fact that Shakur is going to touch you and you're going to get hit, but he cannot get discouraged. He has to keep pressing forward little by little, letting his offense go more and more, and Valdez should be banking on the second half of this fight, hopefully either tied 3-3 or down 4-2, somewhere around there where he can make his push.
Valdez has to come in behind something. He's not going to close the gap just putting the high guard up and just moving his head. He has to give Shakur something to look at so he can react, and then he needs to react. He needs to be first and also last when he's attacking Shakur Stevenson.
Look how big Shakur is. He wouldn't tell us what he walks around at, but you could see it's a lot bigger than Oscar Valdez. This is a different guy than the kid we saw come up 5 years ago after the Olympics.
Shakur just buzzed Oscar Valdez with that overhand left. And if Shakur starts to hurt Valdez, it's going to be big problems for Valdez, because that's not the storyline coming into this fight. The storyline is Shakur outboxing and being slick and moving away. That's not the case right now. If he starts to hurt Valdez, it's going to be big, big trouble for Valdez and his team.
Three-punch combination from Shakur moments ago.
Valdez is making it easy for Shakur. This is target practice right now. Yes, not everything is getting in, but Valdez doing the right thing right there. He threw a left hook and then came behind that left hook with the right hand down to the body. Forget about the head right now. Forget about the head right now. Go to the body.
Still that high guard as he inches forward. Now he does come behind the jab, and Shakur returns fire with a straight left and a two-punch combination. Southpaw 1-2.
Yeah. Valdez has to sell out. He's got to take more risk. I'm not saying get reckless, but he's got to sell out and put himself in a position to let his shots go, like you see right there, knowing that he's going to get hit, but believing that he's going to get his shots through in between the shots of Shakur.
Good work to the body from Oscar Valdez.
Valdez is shutting off that angle to the right. He's throwing that body shot. Forget about the head. He's going down to the body and cutting off Shakur.
If he can cross that threshold and get to the body, he will find success. He did so moments ago.
Whoa.
Stevenson fighting, backing up. Lands with that right hook. Goes to the body. End of two. Good fight.
Doritos flaming hot on Beato's wings. Now that's fire.
They won't be here long though, just like the playoffs.
Speaking of,
Shouldn't you be focused right now?
I am focused. I'm watching film. I'm eating wings. Let me live.
Clay, was that a shimmy?
Because you're forever connected by love. Two touching center diamonds representing the connection you share. This Mother's Day, celebrate with the Forever Connected collection. Only at Kay.
Meet Renee, bank manager and mom of the year. But when she gets on her bike, she becomes Rebel Renee. Rebel Renee is the most outspoken member of her book club. And she didn't even read the book. It's rumored she once used her phone at trivia night.
Cleveland.
And she isn't above greasing some palms to get things done. And Rebel Renee rides with Geico because savings and great service are two things she'd never rebel against. Geico, savings and service for both your sides.
Beginning of round number 3. Junior lightweight unification. The two undefeated champions. Shakur Stevenson with a 23-11 connect advantage. He had a 14-5 connect advantage in that second round. Valdez had moments, the two body punches that were landed. Bernardo, what are they saying in the corner of Oscar Valdez?
Eddie Reynoso was very clear. He said, I want you to focus on working the body. You're cutting off the angle, but don't worry about the head so much. That's going to be hard to hit, but the body is there. But don't let him hit you to the head. You got to get out by angles. Exactly what our two-division world champion, Tim Bradley, said he needed to do. And he does so there. Takes that angle, lands the left hook to the body. Shakur turns out of it. Back to the jab. Straight right hand now from Valdez as he says, let's go.
That's it, double and triple right hands. That's something that Shakur hasn't seen. That's not a normal combination.
Getting away from that right hand. Good upper head movement from Shakur Stevenson.
Good counter.
And then separating with the right hook.
He made Valdez pay for that big miss, and Shakur has to do that every chance he gets. And Valdez can't allow that to detour him. He's got to keep pressing.
Valdez is going to keep pressing all night long. He's going to be in this fight until the end. No doubt in my mind. He's a warrior.
You can see a red mark on the forehead of Valdez, just above his right eye.
We've seen Valdez be a warrior. He needs to be a winner tonight. And if he can win and find a way to get this win tonight, trust me, he'll show plenty moments where he's a warrior, but he needs to win tonight.
As Shakur backed up against the ropes, Valdez did place another right hand to the body. But Shakur back at range, back at comfort. Watch that right hand come off the hip.
This is a great round right here for Oscar Valdez. So far, perfect round right here. Closing the distance fast, cutting off the angles by digging down to the body, throwing double right hands, lead right hands, jabs, and getting Shakur Stevenson back on his back foot, activating his feet, like I said.
Cutting off the ring is critical if Valdez is going to have any success. Taking those angles, going lateral while going forward, and working to the body. Instead now, it's Shakur in position. And with it, he fires off a three-punch combination.
Valdez can't let Shakur steal the play. He's up in this round, but if he lets Shakur close it strong, Shakur can pull away and close this round out.
Best work by far for Oscar Valdez early on. Oh, that was low. And the warning from Kenny Bayless on that left hand on the belt line from Stevenson.
Black is not to be told.
It is to unfold.
Blackness in full and at home.
And at home.
In the landscape.
I love my new home. I always wanted a house with historic architecture, but it might be too Victorian.
Gosh, interesting hemline on this. Pants?
Yes, I do believe they're called pants.
Pardon me.
No, pardon me. At least Geico makes bundling my home and car insurance easy. I save so much.
I have come to call upon...
Just text me. Well, I'm heading up.
It's a ghost.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
It's called self-care.
In the third round, Oscar Valdez landed 6 body punches. He had a 15-8 connect advantage, and he outworked Shakur Stevenson, throwing 50 punches to Stevenson's 38.
Like I said in the beginning, Tess, if you're Team Valdez, you want to go into that 7th round down 4-2 or even at 3-3. That's when you turn on the gas, because in big championship fights that are evenly matched, the fight doesn't start until the second half of the fight anyway.
Dre, the 15 punches landed by Oscar Valdez in that third round against Shakur Stevenson, that ties the high for the most landed on Shakur Stevenson in his career. This is a fighter who has a 3.3-to-1 ratio in punches landed compared to punches absorbed. His opponents average only 5 per round. Valdez had success, Timmy, as you said, because he was taking angles, he was inching closer, and most importantly, he was going to the body.
That's where it's at. Valdez right now is getting caught at that mid-range. No man's land. He has to do something at that range right here. Give Shakur something to look at, so that way he can inch his feet closer.
If Valdez can't let Shakur tee off like that, he's piling up points, and a big shot might get through at some point in time, either to the head or to the body, so he's got to watch that.
Head clash right there. This is exactly where he needs to be right here.
That's the range for Valdez. That's the style for Valdez.
And even if Valdez isn't landing cleanly, you can't tell that to every judge sitting around that ring. The crowd is on his side. They scream every time he throws, even if he misses. Some judges are scoring some punches that are missing.
And some judges are scoring the fact that Oscar Valdez is coming forward, being the aggressor.
But then Valdez allows Shakur Stevenson to take away the play in moments like this. This is a big mistake. Valdez doesn't want to be down 5-1 going into the 7th round.
Just these last 20 seconds alone, to your point, as Stevenson peppers with the jab, comes with the backhand, and has sustained success. Look at that jab.
Stevenson has to remain focused all night long.
Well, he's jousting and range finding sometimes with that right hand out in front, so Valdez just pulled on it.
Yeah, that's legal.
I ain't never seen that before. He pulling out everything.
See, that sequence right there showed me that Valdez was trying to punch and get away at the same time. He's got to commit offensively, because when he's hesitant, Shakur can feel that. When he's resolute, Shakur can feel that as well.
Well, that hesitancy came through over the course of the last minute and a half, and clearly an edge for Stevenson down the stretch of this round.
Stevenson round.
Shakur Stevenson has thrown 120 jabs through 4 rounds as we begin round number 5. But sometimes, Dre, that southpaw right hand is just out there like this.
Yeah, if you put that hand in my face, I'm going to do exactly what Oscar Valdez did. In fact, I'm going to try to do a little bit more than that. You show me in the rule book where that's a foul, then we'll have a different discussion. But Shakur can't look to Bayless. He's got to make Valdez stop.
You saw him look over to Kenny Bayless. By the way, Bernardo Osuna, our award-winning ringside reporter, just turned to the Nevada Commission and said, what's your read? They said it's not illegal at all, to your point.
Valdez is putting his body in position to try to land lead rights in the big left hook. The left hook is really what Valdez wants. He just can't get close enough at the moment.
Dre, you've got it 2 rounds apiece. I see it 3-1. Round number 5 here. Stevenson a 49-35 connect advantage.
No, I don't have it even. That's not accurate. I have it 3-1 Shakur Stevenson.
Okay.
3-1 Shakur Stevenson.
As is seemingly obvious. So 3-1 Shakur Stevenson. Disregard what you saw on the graphic.
Oh, Shakur Stevenson said he got dog in him. That's what he told us. I told you he's going to have to bring it out tonight. He's going to have to show he got dog in him because Oscar Valdez is going to be here all night long, people.
But we think Dog is taking punches, fellas. Sometimes Dog is dominating the fight. Sometimes Dog is making sure that I'm not allowing you to do what you want to do. I'm taking away your greatest strengths and exploiting all your weaknesses and looking you dead in your face while I do it. That's Dog. And then if I have to take a shot, I'll show you I can take that too.
That's right.
It's not just about taking punishment. It's about dominating, and that's what you see Shakur Stevenson trying to do right now.
Stevenson right now, he's not using his jab. He's just trying to use that as a rangefinder. He's looking for the uppercut and the combinations.
He just threw a left uppercut that started a combination, Timmy.
But he needs to be careful. That lead hand is down when he throws that uppercut. That left hook can sneak in there.
Valdez,
not sure what Valdez is waiting on, guys.
Closes the distance. Doesn't get anything accomplished with it, though.
I'm not sure what he's waiting on. He knows how he's got to fight. A fighter like this, you cannot stay on the outside. You have to press. You're getting hit being on the outside, so why not risk getting hit trying to get your offense up?
Oh, there's a good left hand from Shakur Stevenson as Valdez came straight in. Shakur Stevenson filled that gap.
Woo, look at the measure from Shakur Stevenson, controlling the head of Valdez and coming down with the straight left hand. Wow, domination.
You never know when it will hit. A spark that only happens once. A moment you don't want to miss. You can change one day, one night, or the course of history. And whether you're ready or not, this city doesn't wait. Mark Nason Footwear.
Welcome to the Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway.
Wait, that's new. Wait, you're new too.
Nobody told you?
Refresh, refresh.
Subway's refreshing with better ingredients, better footlongs, and better spokespeople.
Because you
gotta refresh to be fresh.
Make fitness routine with Pure Protein.
High protein, low sugar. Tastes great.
High protein, low sugar. So good.
High protein, low sugar. Birthday cake.
And for a cheesy crunch, try Pure Protein snacks.
You know Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Like how I customized this scarf. Check out this backpack I made for Marco. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Let's go!
That was a huge round for Shakur Stevenson. The big left hand highlighted it. Let's take a look, Timmy.
Yep, counter punchers, they like distance so they can see the punches coming. Look at Shakur Stevenson stepping back. Straight left hand, boom, but that's the left hook right there that I'm talking about. Sometimes Valdez is going to have to take some shots so he can get a shot in there.
Eddie Reynoso did not put the mouthpiece into the mouth of Oscar Valdez. Eddie Reynoso, who's also handling cuts, had to handle a small cut under the right eye of Oscar Valdez, the undefeated 31-year-old champion. 4 rounds to 1, Stevenson, says Andre Ward. It's a very easy one to score, and there is the knockdown, opening up round 6. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Shakur Stevenson scores the knockdown early in round 6.
I think it was more Valdez being off balance than anything. He got caught with a shot and went down.
Valdez needs to save all that energy that he's using to hit his gloves together, and he needs to be trying to hit Shakur Stevenson right now.
That high guard is not serving him well. There was a left uppercut that came in. Shakur very good at changing levels. Three-punch combination. Headshot comes in again from Stevenson.
Valdez is still dangerous. He's still dangerous. He's still dangerous with that left hook and with that lead straight right hand. He's still dangerous.
Stevenson is showing more aggression. Comfort right there, right in front, putting forth the power punches.
And like I said, he's walking him down now. Stevenson is walking him down now. Now he's moving backwards. Now Valdez is coming in. But
and when he comes in, he catches him with that left hand.
Valdez right now is looking for one shot, either the overhand right or the left hook. He's willing to take right now so that way he can get Stevenson comfortable so he can move in.
That's it. That's all he's doing. So he can land a big shot. That's what he's doing. He doesn't believe he can win punch for punch anymore. Now he's reserved the right to sit back and wait and try to land a big shot.
It's risk reward to do so, but it's the only option when you look at it. As you see that cut under the right eye, you see the face reddening on Oscar Valdez.
I think he could go punch for punch. He may not win every exchange, but he puts himself in a better position to pile up points, win rounds, and maybe catch Shakur. I think he's sort of checked out and was reverted to this style of fighting a little bit too early.
So much at stake here. Two undefeated champions. A division that has only had 5 unification fights in history going back to the late 1960s. A division that has had all the great names either sit atop it or come through it. And now Shakur Stevenson in position to deliver on putting a big notch in his belt and defining his legacy. Scored the knockdown early on here in round 6. This is the knockdown.
You see, nice little hook right there. That is a knockdown.
No doubt.
No doubt about it.
A punch lands and the ropes held him up.
He was off balance coming forward. See his inertia brought him forward right there. The ropes were there, then he got hit with a nice short lead uppercut and went down.
Relax, don't deviate from the game. Don't get desperate. When you went down, you were off balance. You were doing well up until that point in the first round. You got to move your waist.
Eddie Reynoso and Team Valdez obviously concerned here as we start the back half of this unification fight between the two undefeated world champions. Shakur Stevenson is landing 47% of his power punches. Those are the power punches in the last round, an 18-2 advantage, including the hook that scored the knockdown early on.
You're Oscar Valdez, you got to believe in yourself. You've already proven that you're a warrior. You've already proven you can fight fire with fire. This is the biggest moment of your life and your career. This is not the time to sit back and allow a fighter like Shakur to pick you apart round after round with minimal resistance. If you're going to go out, like he's always said, go out on your shield, go out trying to win, not trying to survive. I don't like the body language right now, and I do not like the game plan from Oscar Valdez.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass boxing performance. A clinic. Look at the defense right there, how he steps around. Then he steps in close. I see the body shots right there. That's fine, but he caught a lot of that on his arm. Now when you get outside, you see Stevenson poking, picking, and the combinations will come flying right down the middle.
Oh, he places the left uppercut as Valdez came in.
Good shot right there from Oscar.
Oh, there he is.
That's it right there.
Oscar wakes up for a moment. Andre, you have said now for a couple rounds, that's the disposition you need to see.
He's got to have it. He's not avoiding punches because he's being defensive. He's still getting hit. So if you're getting hit, why don't you try to get off yourself and land some punches, and you might just land the one you need.
And then look what he does. He gets right back at the end of Shakur's punches.
And if you're in the corner of Stevenson, you tell him, keep doing what you're doing, but be mindful. Stay sharp. This fight isn't over yet.
You see the speed, the footwork of Stevenson, able to get away from those two offensive surges from Valdez.
One knockdown, one punch that buzzes Shakur can revitalize Oscar Valdez. Stevenson cannot allow that to happen.
You can't put it out there and hold it. That's called probing. The reason why the ref is warning is because he's leaving it out there. He can't leave it out there. He can flick it out there, but he can't leave it out there on the head of Valdez.
There's a difference between the pawing jab, the range-finding jab, and that joust probe. So the warning from Bayless. Valdez, here he comes trying to cut off that ring again, trying to take those short angles to get to the kitchen, get to the inside, where he fires off to the belt line, and then the break from Bayless. This will be the last commercial break we take, and then we bring you home all the way to the conclusion.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yo, you know we're not shooting threes, right? Definitely not shooting threes.
Introducing Gatorlight. Rapid rehydration. Plus a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes.
See you, Lark. Wait, watch out.
Gatorlight. Rapid rehydration. All G.
I've travelled all over, telling folks they could save by bundling home and car insurance. But here's the real secret. Eye contact. We just had a moment.
Geico.
Doritos Flamin' Hot on Beato's Wings? Now that's fire.
They won't be here long, though, just like the playoffs.
Speaking of,
shouldn't you be focused right now?
I am focused. I'm watching film, I'm eating wings. Let me live.
Clay, was that a shimmy?
What is most obvious as we start this 8th round is how relaxed and unaffected Shakur Stevenson is between rounds. How comfortable he is. How unaffected he has been with this fight so far. In total command and control. He listens to his grandfather. He listens to his co-trainer, Kay Karoma. He takes his water, and then he gets off the stool with 10 seconds still to go to then go out and continue with the strategy. A strategy, Tim Bradley, that you have described as a master class to this point.
That's what it is right now. You know, I'm giving a lot of credit to Oscar Valdez. He's trying. He's trying to get close, but it's hard when you're facing a guy that understands distance. Every time you take a step forward, he takes a step back. Anytime you swing a shot, you miss majority of your punches. It's demoralizing. It's frustrating. It's not like Valdez ain't trying. He's trying.
The distance from where Valdez is on the outside to where he actually needs to be probably feels like about 5 miles right now. That's what it feels like when you're facing a guy who knows how to box and who understands distance and range and who has cat-quick reflexes, not just with his hands, but also with his feet.
Speed is a huge advantage for Shakur, and it has materialized right from the start.
And not only that, I mean, you got to put on top of that. Psychologically, when you can't get to a guy, that's draining. You got to think about, he's been coming forward from the first round. He's been pressing forward for the first round. And on top of that, he's getting hit. So he's been drained all the way across the board.
I think that little short right hook to the body got Valdez's attention from Shakur. He got hit and he held on immediately.
And remember, he's already banked a 10-8 round, has Shakur, as if the hole isn't big enough. Knockdown was scored in round 6.
Right, he cannot go to sleep because Valdez will be dangerous as long as this fight is going on.
Placing that left hand to the body. 3-punch combination up top. Valdez trying to get to the inside behind that peekaboo high guard.
Look at that. So calculated. All those punches right there. Nothing really land right there. Cleanly from Valdez.
Neither fighter has been visibly hurt. thus far in this fight. Stunned maybe, but not visibly hurt.
Oh, there's a right hand to the body from the former Mexican Olympian, the two-time Olympian from Mexico.
Oh, Valdez trying to time that left hook.
Let's listen in.
Agarra aire, relájate. Take a deep breath, relax. Estás limpio de la cara. And your face is clean. Puro raspones. Couple just mouth. Couple mouth. Okay. Faltan 4 rounds. We got 4 rounds, son. But he's touching you with punches. Remember what we trained. You gotta go with the overhand right and both hands. Don't look just for the right hand over the top. You gotta go to the body too. You got 4 more rounds. You've got condition for this. Just be careful with the guard.
Encouraging Oscar Valdez as his great friend and the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Canelo Alvarez, looks on. We start round number 9. 2 undefeated champions unifying here at 130 pounds. Power punches, Stevenson a 96-64 advantage, and efficient and productive, landing 47%.
I think if Shakur commits to the body a little bit more, he can even do more damage at this point. That does mean he'll be in range for the punches of Oscar Valdez, but he can put himself in a position to do more damage and possibly hurt Oscar.
See, that's great right hand down to the body. That's gonna set up something at the top. You're gonna bring the hands down. Shakur's gonna have to defend against that, and then if you drop low, he might think a body shot is coming, but then if you come up top, you can surprise him. Setting the trap.
The problem for Valdez is it's too little and it's too infrequent. You let a guy like Oscar Valdez, you let a guy like Shakur Stevenson think a master boxer, that's the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing you can do because he's already a master chess player, and you let that guy think and start making 2 and 3 moves up ahead, you got big problems.
I'll add another thing, Dre. The power of Shakur. They say he ain't got no power. Do you see Valdez just walking straight in? No. He got his hands up and he don't want to get hit with shots. He's trying not to get hit with shots. That's the reason why he's not selling out. Good right hand. Valdez.
2-punch combination that finishes with the left to the body from Shakur. Then the left uppercut. He has been looking to time that a few times in recent rounds.
That hurt him. Clean left uppercut from Shakur Stevenson to the jaw of Oscar Valdez.
He's leaning forward. Look at how much of a forward lean on Oscar Valdez. That head goes over that front knee. You are primed to get hit with an uppercut.
Shakur's probably been working on that shot for the last 8 weeks.
That angle to the right by a southpaw, and the left hand goes to the body easily. There's another left hand from Shakur.
He hurt him again with that shot, fellas. Stood him straight up with the straight left. Oscar needs to let his hands go, or this could start to turn real ugly real quick. He's getting outboxed. He's getting pop-shotted right now, but he can start to get hurt, and Kenny Bayless can start looking to stop this fight if he allows those kind of shots to land. Too frequent.
Oh, look at that, going underneath with the left hand to the body.
After he avoided 2 or 3 shots.
It's a strong 9th round for Shakur Stevenson. And another body punch.
Check out these left hands from Shakur Stevenson. Boom, do you believe in magic? Well, I do. Sleight of hand. He got him to look at the jab and came down and stole his lunch down to the body. There it is again. Go ahead and look at that jab, and I'm going to come around with my left hand. Oh, you want to come in and attack? No problem. I'll step back and catch you straight in with a straight left hand down the middle. Oh, you want to come in wide? No problem. There's another one. Take another left hand down the pipe. Beautiful work by Shakur Stevenson. Masterclass performance at the moment.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at how calm and look at how early he comes off the stool.
Not
to
even
go out
breathing.
there and wait. This is the start of the 10th round, and he's been doing this nonstop all night. Gonna get my water.
Yeah, he's sending a
Gonna
message
listen.
to Oscar Valdez. Yeah, he's playing mind games. He's letting them know that, man, I'm not tired, and I'm gonna beat you off the stool as often as I can.
I think it's been a very easy fight to score. Dre, you have it in dominating fashion for Shakur Stevenson. As there is a rally from Valdez, but not much gets in. He's going to have to completely sell out here in these last 3 rounds.
I mean, he's trying. He's trying.
No doubt about that.
But he's in there with an elusive fighter. It's difficult to land on this guy, Shakur Stevenson.
Keep in mind, in Oscar Valdez, you have a guy who struck the knockout of the year last year in boxing, his sensational KO of Miguel Berchelt, the world champion who had the famed green belt, the WBC belt. But it is a far departure of styles between Berchelt and Stevenson.
See, that was good combinations right there with the same hand, right hand coming around down to the body, upstairs, and then a straight right hand once again by Valdez.
Reaching for a right hand.
Great combination right there again down to the body from Valdez.
Oscar Valdez only has a shot to win or land a big shot if he throws. Standing there and blocking punches won't do it.
He throwing, Dre. He throwing. He in there throwing. He going down to the body. He's trying to land something.
Shakur backs him up. There's a body shot again. He's finishing to the body well on the 3-punch combinations.
This is the low round, I believe, for Shakur Stevenson. Not a whole lot of offense right now coming back. Occasionally, he'll counter. But I'm seeing more punches right now land for Oscar Valdez. That straight right hand continuously landing over and over and over. There it is again.
Digs into the body. That right hand nearly straight low. Stevenson follows him straight back. 3 more punches. Then places that jab to the body. Lead left hand.
Valdez can't give the good work that he's done this whole round away in this next 25 seconds. He's got to finish strong.
He got Shakur sitting still. That's what he wants. That's where he wants him. He needs Shakur to sit still. Beautiful distance right there. Right hand again. Great round for Oscar Valdez.
And now the championship rounds will arrive. And we want to remind you that you can join us on the ESPN app for the State of Boxing. That is our post-fight exclusive show. All the interviews, all the analysis, everything you need to know. Just stay with us on the app. We'll take you deep into the evening on Valdez Stevenson.
Right, it's a white box right now, but we're gonna make sure, all right? Start running them numbers on it. And every time you finish your numbers, put the jab right back on. Then run into it, all right? When you see hard jab.
Again and again. Relaxed, barely breathing, off the stool early. He did a nice job around that right eye of Valdez. There was a cut that surfaced in the 5th round. Has never been an issue. Here we go. Championship rounds to decide who will be the unified champion, who will walk out of here with 2 belts and still undefeated. Total punches through 10. 148-87 connect advantage. Shakur. Mark Kriegel, what say you?
Shakur hasn't merely controlled the distance, he's controlled the level of violence. He came out, wanted to show he's got more dogs than anyone said he did. He does, and they'll stand him in good stead if this holds. They'll bring him into superstardom.
And I just spoke with Eddie Reynoso, and he says the problem with Oscar right now is he continues to miss the right hand from the same range. He can't be at Shakur's range. He's either got to get inside or be out.
That was a mean combination right there. Took one to the head, took one to the body, took another one back to the head. Changing levels with each punch.
Shakur's comfortable right now on the inside. He's not worried about the power right now. He feels those punches on the glove. You know, we as fighters, we feel the power. He feels Valdez weakening. Those shots are not as hard as they once were. That's the reason why he ain't running back. He ain't moving. He's right in front of Oscar Valdez.
Shakur has been comfortable since the third round. He timed Oscar, felt his power, felt his physical strength, and was okay with what he felt.
This 11th round is taking on a matador kind of quality.
Yes, it is.
Question I have is, can Shakur find a way to finish in a way that puts an exclamation point on the night to leave no doubt that he is the next star in the sport of boxing?
Wow, that combination did damage. Hard warning by Kenny Bayless, admonishing Shakur for the probing and the resting out the jab. He is up so high on the scorecards, though, right now. Dre, to your point, Stevenson discussed that with us just 24 hours ago. Obviously, if you simply win this fight, it is a major, major notch on the belt to be a unified champion, to launch into the pound-for-pound rankings, and to have your status in the sport established on the star line, in the bright lights of the marquee. But how you could close it out could be the rocket ride to superstardom.
But right now, Oscar has him right where he wants him, toe-to-toe. Let's see how this plays out.
Shakur wants this fight to be right here. Oscar is having a little success in the inside, going down to the body, but Shakur wants this type of fight.
Absolutely dominated that 11th round. His high punch output of the night comes in round number 11.
How do you feel? I'm good. Take a deep breath, relax. You gotta throw punches here.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside MGM Grand Garden Arena, we go to the 12th and final round.
Es el último round, cabrón. Okay. We got one. And one round of greatness. And you be the greatest. You be the greatest. You be the greatest ever this round. This round is great.
Two very different faces as they head out to touch him up for the 12th round. So this will decide it. 3 minutes. Two men who came in undefeated, one who is in complete control to grab all the glory. Oscar Valdez has to come up with something, has to cash that lottery ticket. Dre, how could he possibly do it, seeing how much in command Stevenson is?
He's got to throw whatever game plan he had over the last 11 rounds out the window. He's got to throw. He's got to throw until the last bell rings, and he's got to hope and pray that something lands. But he has landed, and it hasn't been enough. Oscar Valdez, I don't want to say is in an impossible situation, but he's really close to being in that position because he's had no answers for anything that Shakur Stevenson has brought to the table.
There was a right hand that went low moments ago. You saw Shakur's reaction to Kenny Bayless. Has to close that gap as Shakur circles on the outside. Shows a little shuffle. By the way, he grew up on Ali Boulevard in Newark, New Jersey. One of 9 children. 7 boys, 2 girls. And his mother, Malika, named him after the iconic rapper, Shakur Stevenson. Said Tupac was her poet. And now her son is about a minute and a half away from being one of the new kings of the sport. He has been on a steady ascent.
Look at that inside work right there. Beautiful work inside. Short, crisp, right hook by Shakur Stevenson. Shakur right now kind of letting off the gas right now. I'm waiting on some offense to come back right now. Maybe he's trying to recharge. Maybe he's going to give it a little bit more in the next. There it is.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shouldered him up, walked him into the ropes, and 2 punches later, statement made.
That's right.
Shakur walked him right into those 2 3-punch combination. He just walked him right into it. Oscar Valdez relaxed. He thought Shakur was going to relax with him, and Shakur had other plans.
Oscar Valdez has been a great champion who has had a career where he has ascended a jagged cliff's edge. There has been drama overcome. There has been glory in the ring. He has seen the highest heights. He has heard the lowest lows of the critics. And now he has a half a minute remaining of being an undefeated champion unless he comes up with something and hits the jackpot. Shakur Stevenson, seconds away from a signature win. He looks up at the clock as Valdez hopelessly chases. Shakur Stevenson has done it.
Okay.
You go through the history of the sport, and so many greats have come through this division, the junior lightweights. Be it Azuma Nelson or Chavez, be it Barrera or Mayweather or Pacquiao. And now in just moments when we come back from this break, Shakur Stevenson will hear his name as a unified champion. Don't go away.
Joe Tessitore with the decision.
Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is brought to you by Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance. Let's hear from the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Tim Cheatham scores the bout 117-110. Dave Moretti and Davis Sutherland both score the bout 118-109 for your winner by unanimous decision. And now the WBC, WBO, and Ring Magazine Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Shakur Stevenson!
He will gladly play the role of heel in front of these fans who are rooting on, many of them rooting on Valdez. He did indeed silence them. A big crowd came out to see unification, and now they have a unified champ. Bernardo.